dear family. It's a pleasure for me to be with all of you again, and more than anything, to be fulfilling each of your requests. By popular request, in this video, I will talk about how to create dye shades if you don't have the highlight you need. Yes, you heard right. If you want to create a burgundy, a copper, or a violet, today I'm going to tell you how to do it. It's very easy. Many professionals refer to this procedure as the table of 11. It is important that you watch this video several times until it is clear, because the formulas we are going to use are very precise, and to achieve them, our measurements will be in linear centimeters to form the desired tone with its respective highlight. How about we start with this tutorial? Pay close attention, because today you're going to learn something very important in colorimetry. Let's start with the explanation. I will use this table to provide the information in a simpler and quicker way. On this side, we have the tone levels. 1 is a deep, rich black shade. 2 is a beautiful brunette color. 3 is a dark brown tone. 4 is a medium brown shade. 5 is a light brown color. 6 is a dark blonde tone. 7 is a medium blonde shade. 8 is a light blonde color. 9 is a very light blonde tone. 10 is an extra light blonde shade. On this side of the diagram, we have the linear centimeters that we will use to intensify or create the exact color we want. If you closely observe, as you can see, the 1 is at 10, which is located at the 10 mark. Our table is, in fact, reversed. The numbers are actually placed in reverse order. Here I have the color highlights or intensifiers, whichever you prefer to call them. The first color is blue. The second color is violet. The third color is yellow. The fourth color is orange. The fifth color is mahogany. The sixth color is red. And the seventh color can be either matte or green, or even brown or tobacco. Depending on the line you are working with, you might discover it under different names in various contexts and scenarios. This table is specifically designed for making a cylindrical tube of dye or a color tube, because there are places that use liquid dye. If I want to intensify a black color, specifically, let's say I want a shade of bluish black, I will use a standard tube of black dye. And then I will add approximately 10 centiliters of blue dye to achieve the desired hue. This method is based on the principles outlined in the table. If I want to have a brunette hair color with vibrant violet highlights, I will make sure to use a number 2 dye combined with exactly 9 centimeters of violet highlights to achieve the precise look I desire. If I have dark brown hair and I want to add a beautiful mahogany highlight to it, I will need to use approximately 8 centimeters of mahogany hair dye to achieve the desired effect. This way, you will be able to create your dyes with the shade or highlight you want, even if you don't have the desired color at that moment. Would you like to receive notifications each time I upload a video? I invite you to subscribe and hit the bell. You'll get the notification and can be the first to see it. Let's go with the number 4 option. If I want to choose number 4, I will use exactly 7 centimeters of the orange material from number 4. This ensures the correct amount needed for this particular task. If I have light brown hair and I want it to have a beautiful yellow highlight, I will use exactly 6 centimeters of yellow highlight. This will give my hair a vibrant and eye-catching look. And so on, you will continue making your mixtures and carefully observing the results. Now, considering the lighter it is, we will find that the less amount of highlight we will need to apply to achieve the desired effect. If I have an 8 and I want this 8 to have a violet highlight, I will use 3 centimeters of violet to ensure the highlight is visible and effective. If I have a number 9 and I want this number 9 to have a bright orange highlight, I will use precisely 2 centimeters of vibrant orange color. This will make sure the number 9 stands out distinctly. Finally, if I have a number 10 and I want this particular number 10 to have a beautiful violet or blue highlight, I will only use a small amount, specifically 1 centimeter of the highlighting material. Remember that this is for one single tube of dye. This is the exact measurement in centimeters that you will use depending on the specific tone level. Here, we have the additional highlights. I wanted to do it this way in order to ensure a better and clearer understanding. 1 is blue, 2 is violet, 3 is yellow, 4 is orange, 5 being mahogany, 6 red, 7 matte green brown or tobacco depending on which line you are working with. If you want to create a tone that has 2 highlights, that is, we will do this in order to achieve this effect. For instance, you might want to create a 732. The height of 7 is approximately 4 linearly cm that I need. What are we going to do here essentially, basically, fundamentally? We are going to carefully apply approximately 50% enac of golden solution to the mixture, which would be 2 centimeters plus 50% of 100D in this process, ensuring even distribution. I apologize for any confusion, but the color you mentioned is called pearly violet.
Approximately 2 cm vibrant violet color. This way, you will be able to easily and effectively create beautiful dyes with a unique double reflection effect. If you want an 812, the 8 is 3 centimeters. To achieve this, you need to use a specific tool or method. What am I going to use to make sure the 8 is exactly 3 centimeters? This is important for precision and accuracy in measurements. We have 1.5 cns of blue, which is referred to as the first segment, and 1.5 cms of violet, known as the second segment. Together, these 2 segments, each measuring 1.5 cns, make up the complete measurement. This way, you will start forming your dyes, which are essential for the process. This is an important step. Remember that you need to rely on natural dyes, which are derived from organic sources, for this chart to work correctly. As you may already remember, at level 7, approximately 4 cm of pure pigment is needed. Since I want to make a shade 7 and 32, which is a unique blend, I am going to add 3 cm of gold or yellow, which are warm colors that bring brightness, and 1 cm of 2, which is a violet, a cool color that adds depth. I'm telling you this because you will come across different lines that are handled this way. That is why my constant recommendation is to practice consistently and diligently and make mistakes as often as possible in order to thoroughly and effectively strengthen your knowledge and develop your own unique, effective, and efficient learning techniques and strategies. Perhaps some of you might wonder how to find these intensifiers, so I am providing the ones from the L'Oreal color chart for you to identify them, specifically the red ones, for example, as well as the other colors. With these intensifiers, you will be able to achieve the coloration you need without any problem. You have no idea how many several more times I made this chart when I was studying because I wanted it to be absolutely clear. And to me, because this is exactly the foundation of colorimetry, and this is what will make you incredible and talented professionals in the field of color grading. So please, take some time to study a little bit more, because nowadays it's very common for people to overlook these important details and buy the die already with the reflection without understanding why it has those specific tones or why it is like that, it's crucial to understand the importance of knowing the die and its reflections. It is crucially important that we possess comprehensive knowledge in every single thing we undertake, as this is the fundamental way in which a true and competent professional is ultimately formed. Thank you, family and dear friends, for joining me in this colorimetry tutorial. Remember that your messages are very important to me because that's how I decide what videos to upload, and I genuinely appreciate your feedback and suggestions. This has been requested for a while, so I decided it's time to please my followers. I send you all a big hug and blessings. See you in the next video.